We are Team Cultivate. Okay, anyway, it is February 1st. I do actually have a slideshow to go over with you guys today. So that's something new and different.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share my screen. So this will be interesting. Give me a second. You get to see my crazy desktop. And where is it? All right. Can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Yep. Cool. Okay. So did everyone get the vital behaviors worksheet that I put together?
I didn't do that one. I have the other one. Are they the same?
It is the same. It just has our name.
Okay.
And the only other difference is, so Linda, I put this in here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so that you can like track each week, like if you're progressing, how much yeah.
Okay.
So I believe that's the only difference. So I just kind of wanted to go, we wanted to go through each section and make sure everybody understands what each section means. So the main vital behaviors is personal development. So I'm going to go around the room. Who's doing what? Who's reading what? Linda.
I am sucking at personal development this week, but I have been listening to like podcasts at work. So
Okay.
I need to get back into it this week. I have not done it yet, but that is what I've been doing.
Yeah, I always find that it's actually super helpful. You guys probably hear this way too much, but I fill my positivity jar way too much. I love it every single morning. Okay, Kelly, what personal development are you doing or anything?
Nothing.
Uh-oh, we got to get you on it. Would you like a book, a podcast, an audio book? What would you like? We can help you out.
I don't care.
All you need, by the way, is 10 minutes a day. So on your way to work or on your way or listening in the car or in the shower, whatever it is. Basically, just listen, or even while you're brushing your teeth, just 10 minutes a day. I personally like audio because I like to multitask and do stuff. So like on my way to work, I listen to one chapter of my book a day.
Okay. That would be probably the easiest for me.
Okay, so there's a couple YouTube videos that we can give you. I'll post them in the group.
Okay.
Okay. Christina, are you there?
I'm here. I'm right here.
All right, so I'll tell you what I do. I am reading currently, or AKA listening to in the car, my Darren Daily, which is usually 2 minutes to 6 minutes a day. It helps with business and personal life. And then also I'm listening to the 10X rule. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And I actually recommend the audio because the guy is hilarious and he totally talks off the book. So he is kind of like just talking to you like he's in your car. So it's actually really, really enjoyable.
That's a podcast?
I was going to say, is that a podcast?
No, it's an audio book. His name is Grant Cardone.
Now, how do you get audiobooks?
So I have a Kindle, and then I downloaded the book, and then it asks, do you want to download the audio portion of it? And then I download the audio.
I don't have a Kindle, so I can't do that.
I have a Nook.
Either one.
I don't have that.
And a Kindle, you don't actually need a Kindle, guys. You just download the app on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't actually need a Kindle.
And is it the number 10 or is it spelled out 10?
No, it's number 10X rule.
Okay.
But before you do all of that, let's check YouTube because the YouTube has a lot of books already on YouTube. So let's see if it's there. If it's not, then I would go ahead and get the book. It's really, really good. I really enjoy it. I actually look forward to it every morning.
Yeah, it is. The 10X book audio full, Grant Cardone.
I think his last name is Cardone, yeah. Actually, I have it right here in front of me. I guess I can look. Give me a second. All right, so in the meantime, Christina, what are you reading?
You know what? I've been very bad at it. I have.
Lady!
I usually do my podcasts, though. You know, I like podcasts.
Yes.
And, I haven't done any. Because you know what? I've been trying to listen to, well, I guess it is like the Melanie Mitro stuff and
That's still stuff, but
Yeah.
you need to, that's like, to me, okay, so the way I see it is those are like business coaching.
yeah.
What you need is personal development, personal growth. So focus on like stuff that's going to make you want to
Firing.
thrive and motivate.
I did set up, I was setting up the group. Excuse me one second. Jillian, we're not answering you because you should be sleeping. I'm sorry. You need to go to bed.
So if you guys can see that.
I did do some stuff yesterday on YouTube with like inspirational stuff because I was setting up my posts for Tiny Torch.
You see it? Oops. The 10X rule.
Okay, yeah.
The only difference, Grant Cardone. Okay.
Okay.
He's not
So-
going to you, Jillian.
Huh? Okay. So let's get back to that. All right. So you're going to get back to that then, Miss Christina?
Yeah.
Very good. Workouts every day.
Every day.
And you put a little check mark. Tick, 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 tick. Okay.
Yep.
Shakeology every day.
Yep.
Other is energize or recover or anything else like that. I don't do them, so mine are always NA. Business tasks. Does everyone know how to check the COO? And what is COO?
Coach
The
online office.
Online office.
Yay. Does everyone know how to check it and what to check for?
Excuse me, guys. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Jillian?
Linda?
I know how to check it, but I don't.
I don't do it, but I know how to.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're checking for?
No.
Like the news, the if anything changes, like if you have any, like if somebody was going to order something, that's where you would check for that. And
Yeah. So your coach online office is basically, that's your heart of your business of where everything is held, right? So that's your $15 fee basically each month. It's giving you what is your current status, your rank. It's giving you your weekly news, and even monthly news. It's giving your monthly promotions. It's going to give you your SC points and whether or not you've met it. It's going to give you your volume, your team volume. So all the stuff that people below you are purchasing that you're going to eventually get cycle bonuses for. It helps you with who your customers are, if they purchased or not. If you get SE5, you're getting leads. It'll tell you, hey, you have a new lead. If you get SE10, you're getting paid leads. Hey, you have a new paid lead, and then you get to reach out to them. So it's very important. You want to check these daily, especially just the news. Like we found out that the containers are no longer $18. It's only $10 or $9.95 now. So like that type of stuff. Okay. Anything you want to add, Christina, to that?
You can do it on your phone now.
Yes, and it's so much nicer on your phone because it's like almost like an app. It
I
looks.
don't know. See, I got used to
oh,
using,
really?
I
Yeah.
have to disagree. I don't like the Coach Online office. I like to use, and you can't get to it from
POV.
I like to use the back office.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the previous one? The previous online office?
Office view.
Yeah.
And they don't
I-
have that.
I actually do both. I do both. I always check my previous online first, and then I go to my COO.
But you can't do that on the phone, right?
You can. If you log in as Team Beachbody, and then you click on Coach, don't click on COO immediately. Go to your POV first, then do what you want to do, and then go back to COO.
That's how I do it.
Okay. The next one is check in with your training team and your coaches. So that's kind of like what we're doing now, but also
that's like ongoing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't check in with every single coach every single day, but I check in with a coach every day. Does that make sense? Or a team member every day. That makes sense?
I try to check in with my current challengers every Monday.
Yeah. So like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like yeah. And because I have so many, I have to break them up into like days.
Mm.
So A through G on Monday, and then just kind of break them up that way. And then check in with your challenge group, the actual physical group. So go into the comment or some of the people who's posting and make sure you like and actually comment on them. It's nice to comment on them because they're getting recognition. They're seeing that people are looking at it. So it's important to make some, especially when we say, hey, please welcome so-and-so. It's good to just go in there and say, welcome to the group, something like that. Okay, the next thing, which I don't know if it's getting cut off or not, but connect and build relationships. I will be honest, this is my worst section of this chart.
Yeah, me too.
Everything else I am a rock star on. I have check marks everywhere. But this section I stink at, and my goal this year is to become really good at this. Reply to comments. I have no problem doing that. Basically, like you're posting stuff and people comment on them. They want, you just reply to them.
Yep.
My next one, which I don't do, I don't know about you, Christina. Do you do this? Message your likers and all your comments. Huh?
Sometimes I do. I have to tell you though, I feel like this part of, can you scroll down a tiny bit or no?
I can't. It won't let me.
Okay. This part of what we're getting to takes up a lot of my time. I get lost in comments, and I get lost in friends' posts, and
meaning like you get distracted?
I'm sitting there and I'm like, like it's so much. Like, yeah, they're seeing me, but I feel like this takes up, it's like a lot of wasted time.
But it's not, because they're seeing you and they're
I know. But I try to do that often to connect with people, and
right.
I'm like,
yeah. So like, for instance, I had a post that's about like my fence or my, oh my God, my living room. That's a freaking total disaster, right? I have like 60 messages on each one of those. My goal sometime this week is to message every single one of those people. And it's not about Beachbody, guys. It's about, hey, thank you for giving me your advice, and then just talking about the fence or talking about how kids are so messy or something like that.
Yes. You mean private message?
Yeah, that's what this says. Message your commenters. The people who are commenting on your feed, message them.
Yeah, sometimes. I try to get back to everybody on the comments.
Yeah, on the comments I do that. That's the first one. Reply to all your comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one is the step where it's like there's like, so many people sometimes, and I can't get through them all.
I mean, I guess that's a good way to connect to people, though.
Yeah, because they're seeing your post, so you're gonna want to.
I'll do that and like use it if it's somebody like if I don't do that. I don't do it methodically. Okay,
so let's try as a team. Let's try to do those. I know it's hard, but it would be nice to see. The next one obviously is connect with three people, non-Beachbody. So that's almost kind of related, right? But I think they're more talking about brand new people that aren't liking your stuff. So people that's not seeing your stuff, or brand new people that you just created friends with. Comment on 3 friends' posts. I always forget to do this, so I have to make a conscious effort to do this. And then the last one is schedule and create posts, making sure that you're posting like 3 or 5 times a day. So I don't actually put a check mark on that box. What I do is I actually say how many times did I physically post that day. So did I post 3 times that day, or did I post 10 times to that day? Whatever. Because I want to be able to see, am I getting progress, or am I hitting more SC because I'm posting more? You know what I mean? Okay. Any questions about any of these on here?
No.
Are we good? Are we all committing to trying to hit every checkbox for the month of February at least? Yes. Do I see thumbs up? Okay, I see Christina. Come on, Kelly. Where's yours? There it is. Okay, good. All right, next slide. is expand your network, interact with interest groups. So Linda, did you do what we talked about?
With what? What are we talking?
Interest groups.
I went and I asked to join like 3 different ones, and they haven't like accepted my request, and there aren't a lot of them. I thought there would be more of them, and there aren't many.
So what did you look up? So we talked about trying to find cat groups basically because she loves
Oh gosh, Linda, be careful. I did the same thing with the cats.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Because I have a black cat.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, black cats. It was like women, single black women and like groups.
Oh.
Like it was like, and it was like it was like there was like 20. It was like a lot of groups that were like black cats, like
Wrong kind of cats.
Really
Yeah. I just
so be careful. And I have to also say that like most of like I get it because that's like your connection, but like and I discovered this like only like 4 months ago. Like most cat people aren't 20 to 30 something to 40 something people.
Really?
No, it's all
I'll help you find
older, lonely.
No. I will help
really
you
old
find
then.
groups. We got to find animal lovers.
Guys, I was like, yeah, animal lovers is good.
Yeah.
See, I went for the illness.
Yeah.
I went for like the sick animal support or illness support.
Yeah.
Like,
Go to just find animal lovers because you have dogs, you have cats.
Yeah,
So
animal lovers. No, but like
animal lovers.
fostering site, cats, fostering animals is a good one because that's like
a good one.
Family and younger. Like cat people are like older, lonely women.
But you know what? You don't know who she's going to relate to anyway. You know what I mean? So she's got to find who her market is. And if she relates more to them, then that's okay. It's weird. My market seems to be, it ranges like who my audience is. I don't know. I don't understand it yet. Okay. So Kelly, are you part of any interest groups out, like on?
I have fostering groups that I'm in.
Perfect. Okay. So the point of these groups is to connect to people, ask questions in these groups or answer questions in these groups or comment on them, and then start friend requesting some of them so that then they start to see your posts, your personal posts. And then they'll kind of like question you like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I see that you had a transformation. That's amazing. Can you tell me more about it? That kind of stuff.
right.
Okay. And then add number of friends. I think we just kind of did that. 3 to 3.
Guys, wait, can I just tell you that the person I added today to our challenge group, I added 2 people, but one of them saw something I said in a group and she friended me and she messaged me and she's like, oh, and I have to say that might actually be my first group. Connection.
Yeah.
But no, I've had a couple of group connections, but this one was like a successful one. By the way, I didn't sell anything to her. She already had the 21-day fix, so I added her to the group.
Yeah. And it's true because a lot of people have this stuff that they're just not getting support. So now if we're able to support them, they're more likely to like.
Well, that's what she said. I said, did you do the 21-day fix already with support? And she said, no, I didn't have a coach. And I was like, well, it's kind of hard to do without a coach.
It really is. It sucks doing this alone. Okay. So we're good on that one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So invite and follow up. Okay. So number of people you invited to a challenge group every day.
Oh, I hate that.
Who was the sigh that just did that? Was that
Me.
Kelly?
That was me. I hate it. I hate it. So
Christina, I just got off text with you about inviting. And I was like, you know what? I haven't invited somebody today. So I just sent an invite. So I'll read to you guys what I sent. Not that it's going to work. I don't know if it will. But you have to at least try to invite at least one person. Because here's the thing, guys. If you're doing these every single day, you have people to invite because you're talking to them. They're talking to you. You're making connections. Eventually you'll talk about your, like, hey, what do you do for a living? Kelly, you're going to be like, I have 3 jobs. I'm a coach, I'm a waitress, and I'm also a teacher. Like, they're going to be like, what? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to get this stuff in. So you're going to have to invite to challenge groups. So we're going to circle back at that. Invited to the coach opportunity. I don't do that very often. I have a hard time with this one. Christina, do you do it very often?
I actually, like I said, screw it, I'm just going to do it. People who I have seen who, it just depends. Like, if I have a feel for them, like what the conversation is going, or, you know, like, well, maybe then you might want to try this. There's, you know, we have this challenge pack right now that you can have everything. And I invite people all the time to coach. I don't get coaches, but I invite them.
So when I'm talking to like challenge group, or if I'm talking about an SC, I'm sorry, a challenge pack, I definitely give them the coach opportunity as a discount coach. Absolutely. But if they're not ready to commit or purchase, then I just don't bring it up.
I have, because I've had people say, like, people that I've met or whatever, like, oh, like, what do? You know, and I said, yeah, you know, you can try it too, you know, like that kind of conversation.
Okay. So do you do them every day, you think?
No. That I maybe have done, you know, in a year, 8 to 10, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, my goal would be to try to hit every week, but I mean, every day, but I think I'll be really happy if I get like 3 or 4 a week because that's going to be pushing my comfort zone. And then I guess we should talk about that too. Okay. Number of followed up and reinvited. That's important because the sales are always up in the follow-up. Always. I have people that I have talked to for about a year, and I always go back to them and I say, hi, how you doing? What's going on? I don't talk about Beachbody. Then eventually the Beachbody will come up and we'll say, hey, did you ever do this? And, oh no, I haven't done this yet. And you follow up and eventually a year later they buy. So it's always important to do it in a follow-up. So Kelly, you had 4 people that were interested. When was the last time that you talked to them?
Not last night, the night before, so Tuesday night.
So it is now going to be Thursday.
I would say sit on it for like 4 or 5 days. And then...
No way, I never wait that long.
No, it depends on.
Made note that
Yeah.
I was going to message them tomorrow why the kids are napping at school.
Okay, and that's actually perfect because that means you've already set the expectation that you were planning to connect with them again on Thursday.
Yep.
So that's great because a lot of time, if you keep it open-ended, then you're like, ooh, when should I do it? But if you say, hey, do you mind if I follow up with you in 2 days? Then at least you're kind of setting that expectation. I would definitely keep going with that. That helps a lot. So good. So hopefully in your follow-up that you'll all of a sudden be like SC 8 or 10 or 12, whatever it is.
Cross my fingers.
Yes, that's awesome. 4 people lined up. Good luck.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, the next one is the daily posts 5 times a day.
This one's hard for me.
These are just some samples: motivational, lifestyle, personal, value, tips, advice, engaging, and work, nutrition, and accountability. So your workout, since you're working out every day, that should be 1 post.
Yep.
Your shareables, that could be like food. It could be engaging, just anything that's like they're interested in and they talk. Tips, I did something like hey, did you know carrots give you all this energy and they were medicine, stuff like that. Lifestyle, that's my picture of my living room, right? Or my kids or your animals, whatever. And then motivation, obviously just something that motivates people. And then there's so much more than this, right? Like you can do games, you can do whatever. So the idea is to try to get a mix throughout your week. Kelly, you said you were having a hard time with this. That's when we're going to talk about Tiny Torch.
Right. Well, it's just because I'm so busy. Like,
Yep.
I get on and I just scroll through and I don't post until it's 11 o'clock at night when I'm laying in bed.
So don't scroll. Like the way I've been doing it now is first priority is if you're going to go on Facebook, you have to post something and then you can scroll.
Yeah.
Because I do the same thing. You get lost in the stuff that's not adding value to you or the business. It really doesn't help you. So, and it was funny. I was just listening to a radio show today and they were like, I think it was maybe yesterday. I was totally Instagram free this weekend. And you know what? It didn't add any value to my life that I was not on it for, or like I was, when I'm on it, there was like no value added. And it's true. Like you're not getting anything from it.
Right.
So if you are going on, try your best to add something. So if you do find a recipe or you're seeing something, repost it, which you do often.
Right.
But put some text in there. Don't just tag someone. Put some text like, oh, this looks really good. I bet you it could be fixed friendly or something like that.
I do. I usually tag you in them.
Well, that's true. But not just me, but put some text in there
Right.
too.
Right.
Try to give a tip,
Okay.
Linda, you're setting yourself up with Tiny Torch, I believe.
I'm working on it. I'm getting 3 solid posts a day each day this week.
That's good. That's
so
great.
I need to build a little bit on it, but I feel pretty good at that. I'm at least getting the 3 and I want to maintain it.
Good. Good. Uh-oh. I might have to stop and redo this. Okay, stay with free. Okay, so the next one is weekly posts. So these are not done daily. These are weekly challenge group shout outs. I suck at this. I really need to get better at this. Christina, you're awesome at it. Well, you're more awesome. Like, hello, it is what, Wednesday, almost Thursday, I think. Is it right?
Yes.
And I haven't shouted out the winner from this week. Hello, I'm late. I'm horrible.
Oh, well, no, I was like really bad at that. Linda, did you get your package yet?
No, not yet, unless my husband like took it out of the mail and took it.
You're in New Hampshire and I'm in Virginia, so maybe 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. So we need to get better at that. So if you guys see people in the group that you think is doing awesome, don't wait for us to shout them out. Feel free to shout them out as well. Okay.
All right.
Coach shout out. Obviously that's goes without saying. Always try to do that. Transformation, post your transformation once a week or a transformation. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be emotional. It could be mental. It could be, hey, I realized something today, or it could be somebody else's transformation. Challenge your team spotlight. Not sure what's the difference between that versus the challenge group shout out. Do you know what that is?
The challenge group call out, would that be like something that we would post on our personal page?
Maybe it's a personal wall thing. Yeah. I always try to be careful with that because I want to make sure that the other person's okay with me shouting them out first.
Well, maybe it's even like mentioning the challenge group in a post or something like that. Like
without saying a name. Yeah, maybe that's it. Okay. So, hey, this is about my challenge life.
Right.
Okay. And then coach lifestyle 2 times a week. And then video. Live is best, which I suck at. So try to do 3 live videos a week or 3 videos a week. Kelly, yours was awesome. I was so proud of you that you got on live on your personal page while doing sit-ups. That was cool.
That was awesome.
I was getting dizzy and I was like, wow, this is so fun. And then the one in the group, that was great.
People love videos, guys.
Yeah.
People like to and honestly, if they're longer than like 4 minutes, you're like, it's nobody's listening.
Nope, they'll hang up.
So like,
that's why I always try to keep it 2 minutes or less.
Keep them short and do them, I would say, at least 2 times a week. And it doesn't have to be live all the time. A good one is iMovie. If you want an app to do a video.
I can't figure that one out. We might have to do a session on this.
I don't know how to do it on my computer, but I could show you on the app,
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will do my best to do more videos. Anyone else willing to try?
Yeah.
I'll try.
Christina's like, it doesn't bother me one bit.
I don't mind going live at all. Although I have
wish
to
I
tell
had
you,
your
Rachel,
strength, Christina. I wish.
I went live yesterday and like nobody watched it, and I was like, that was horrible. I'm just gonna delete this. I did it twice.
What was it?
Just me making something, and it was like stupid, and I was like, this is dumb. Nobody watched it. I'm just gonna take it down.
But you know that most people don't watch it during, they always watch it after.
Yeah, but it was like at 5:00 at night when most people are on, and like I was glad nobody watched it because it was really bad.
Oh,
I wasn't on.
I wasn't on either. And Kelly, are you ready? Are you going to go live more?
I will.
You probably go more than I do, but
I
But,
say
like,
I go
guys,
live a lot.
You don't have to do live workouts of you working out. Like you can do a live workout of just like what's on your mind, like what's going on, like something funny that happened, like you're walking, you guys, I have to tell you, I just was walking through the store and I fell flat on my face, like people want to see other real things,
all right, I'll do my best. I'm going to be like walking through, singing in the rain. Oh my God, I don't know.
Yeah, like stupid
shit.
stuff because people, like I just saw this video of this blogger and she's like, all right, it's Friday. You know what we got to do? We got to dance out the week.
Oh,
And
I like that.
she put herself in front of like the camera and just danced like an idiot for like 5 minutes and people watched.
Okay, I'm so doing that. That's totally my style. If I can dance and not talk, I'm all for it.
Dance the week out. Dance Friday away.
Twerk it out. Twerk it out.
Dance the
That's
week
me.
away.
Do you like the size one?
Twerk it Thursdays. Okay. Look out for my video tomorrow. Okay, so ready for next one. Hold on. Okay, because I only have 4 minutes left. I'm gonna go through this really quick.
Yep.
February Team Cup, obviously that is now. It starts today. What is it? Obviously it is a quarterly challenge. I didn't know it was quarterly, by the way, so that's kind of cool. It's a quarterly challenge to team up with 4 other coaches, so 5 total, and work together to grow your business and earn prizes. You get 1 point for every success point. So if you sell 2 all access passes, you are getting 6 success points, which means you've hit Success Club 5, which means you get Tier 1 prize if your whole team gets SC5.
Everybody has to get SC5.
Right.
Linda, we're all going to get SC5.
2 people, Linda. 2 people.
You can do 1 all access and 1 21-day fix, but we're all getting that speaker.
Yes. So the next thing is if you get a rank advancement, what that means is, Linda, you need 1 more coach on your side, you'll become Emerald again.
And
Kelly,
that would be considered an advancement where I was already Emerald?
Yes, because you're a lifetime Emerald, but right now you're a coach.
Okay.
So if you get another coach, you've ranked up again.
Well, if I can get somebody under Will, then that.
No, don't go under Will. You want to go to the left of Will.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And then Kelly, for you, and I think you currently have Rhonda.
Yeah.
So if you get another person, you become Emerald. And if Rhonda gets 2 people, she becomes Emerald.
Are you back to Diamond, Stephanie?
I am not.
So we should work on that too.
That's totally my goal.
I have
my goal this month is to get like 2 to 3 more coaches if I can.
I have everything in place. I just need one more under Mike, and I'm back.
Are you? That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
or that one coach that I have under him needs to just purchase Shakeology.
And become active. That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
That's all I need.
Okay. The key thing though, guys, is for the points and the prizes. Not for the points. The prizes, you must be on Home Direct to win those prizes. I believe you 2 are on Home Direct, but I wanted to make sure that's noted because I'm not sure everybody is. So, and that's all I had. Okay, 2 minutes left. Any questions?
Nope.
Are there any new sales? Did you look? I saw the email, but I didn't actually go in and look. Is it just all access again?
I believe it's just all access, but I think we should all go on to COO because that's part of our checklist today, and check the news because I don't know. I haven't checked it yet. So next Wednesday, I want to pull back these guys, and I would like you guys to take pictures of them before our team meeting, so I can see how you guys are progressing, as well as myself and Christina, because we got to be held accountable too.
Yep.
And I want to see how we're doing, and then let's talk about it. What's our struggling and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
So our goal is to get one purchase before our next meeting.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get 2.
That's good. I already met with I did all my follow-ups, so now I need to go find new people because my follow-ups don't seem to be following through. So good luck, Kelly, with talking to them tomorrow. Let me know how it goes. If you need help, let me know. I was going to go talk to you guys about inviting, but it looks like this is going to close out right now. So I will maybe go live in our group and I'll just talk about it.
Okay.
I just want to look really quick. I don't think there were any other specials.
Okay. If there are, let's post them. But either way, each one of us have to go onto COO and check it anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Stephanie,
You too.
you want to do that training another time?
No.
I'm so tired right now.
Let's go on it and check. I'm going to call you right back.